As many of you know, I fell in love with this game at a very young age. I was raised by a dad who played in the Final Four as a college player and had a tenured career in the NBA. A man I deeply admired, not because of his talent on the court, but because of the way he carried himself off the court. I used to sit courtside as a kid, watching him move with this quiet confidence, if you know him, watching how the fans in Tulsa embraced him like their own. I saw firsthand how much this city loved him, how they supported him, not just when he was scoring points, but when he was giving back, showing up, and being present in the community. And that left an imprint on me. So when it was time to choose a college, it wasn't just about basketball. It was about home, about family, and about legacy. And that's why I chose to stay close and put on the TU jersey with pride. Not just for me, but for everyone else who believed in me. Basketball has been so much more than just a game for me. It's been a teacher, a mirror, a sanctuary. It taught me discipline, that success doesn't come from talent alone, but from putting in hours when no one's watching. Early mornings, late nights, aching legs, and still showing up. That's where greatness lives. It taught me resilience, how to bounce back after a tough loss, an injury, or a bad season, and to still believe in yourself, still fight, and still lead. It taught me sacrifice, missing birthdays, holidays, and moments with the people you love, all for dreams that sometimes may feel just out of reach. It taught me humility, because one day you're the star, and the next day you're struggling to make a shot. The game keeps you grounded. But most of all, it taught me how powerful it is to be a part of something bigger than yourself, a team, a family, a community. Everything I've learned on the court, how to lead, how to push through, how to do what you love, it's carried me through life, and I'm still learning. This moment, standing here, being honored in this way, it's not just mine. It belongs to every person who's ever poured into me since the time I picked up a basketball. To my parents, thank you for being my foundation. For your sacrifices, your love, the values you instilled in me, they've carried me through every chapter of my life. To my sisters, thank you for being my biggest cheerleaders and my grounding force. You've always reminded me of who I am, even if the game tried to tell me otherwise. To my teammates, especially the ones here today, thank you for going to battle with me, for holding me accountable, lifting me up, and sharing every victory, every loss, and every moment in between. The bonds we built on the court mean more than any stat line ever will. And to every coach and mentor, you didn't just teach me how to hoop. You taught me how to lead, how to persevere, and how to carry myself with purpose. And to the community that raised me, from the parks to the gyms, to the people who showed up for every game, offered words of encouragement, and believed in me when I was just a kid with a dream, this is for you too. If there's one thing I hope to be remembered for, it's the impact I had off the court, especially with the younger generation. I started coaching and training kids when I was still young myself, and from the beginning, it wasn't just about developing skills. It was about building confidence, character, and belief. Even though I'm no longer coaching day to day, the fire still kind of burns in me. That drive to pour into young players to remind them to chase their dreams, and also to remind them that basketball doesn't define who they are. This game is a platform, it's a teacher and a gift. I've learned some of the biggest lessons of my life through basketball, about perseverance, teamwork, leadership, and humility. And those lessons, they last far beyond the final buzzer. My greatest hope now is to be an example for my daughter. She's 5 years old, full of curiosity, joy, and so much potential. I want her to see that chasing your dreams takes heart, and that greatness starts with how you treat people. And hard work always matters, no matter what it is that she does. At the end of the day, my legacy isn't about awards or records. It's about the lives I touched, the lessons I passed on, and the kind of person I tried to be. For my family, for my community, and for every young kid who just needed someone to believe in them. I may be the one getting inducted today, but I didn't walk this road alone, and I'll never forget my village that brought me here. Thank you.